This week's Baddies Caribbean started off a little slow, but by the end of the episode, baby, it went down. It went down in the Baddies house, and you better believe we're going to talk about it, okay? Welcome back to Damieon After Dark. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, click my face down there and press the subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and like this video. Get in the comment section, leave me your thoughts and opinions on episode 17, and let me know what you thought about it. Do you have any MVPs for the episode, or should I say MVBs? Do we have any MVBs for the episode? Who's your favorite? Who's your least favorite? How are you feeling this season, 17 episodes in? Is it a flop? Are you enjoying it? Let me know everything in the comments, okay? Last but not least, if you want to join the Damieon After Dark movement, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. Thank you guys for the love, support, donations, sharing my video, liking, commenting, all that. Even y'all that are watching from the watchtower, I see you up there. Thank you for watching, okay? Wow. Where do we begin? I got a lot to say in this episode in little time, okay? I've got about 35 minutes to do this. And hopefully we can get through it. Okay. So before we get into the explosive moments, before we get into the everything that happened there towards the end, y'all know how we do it over here. We're gonna just go through the top of the episode. We're gonna start from the top and then we're gonna work our way to the bottom. That way, any of y'all that don't watch the show anymore, I have a lot of people who tell me they don't watch the show anymore, so they just come here for the recap. I see that a lot in the comments. I hate the show, it's not that good, but when I want to know what's going on, I come here. So I got you. We're gonna recap it, okay? Now, we know last week ended, and this week picked up with Callie going off on Jelly Bean, right? And my thing is, what was the issue? I didn't know Callie and Jelly Bean ever had any issues. Callie's got me looking at her like, because I liked her so much of this season, but there's some things that she's done that I'm just like questioning, looking at her like sideways, like, girl, what are you doing? Callie's telling Jelly Bean, you look stupid, you look like a Teletubby, calling her all sorts of shit. I'm not gonna lie, Jelly Bean did look a little silly. She did look a little stupid. She did look a little out of place. And then we see, at one point, Callie and Jelly Bean almost fight. Callie's trying to run up on Jelly Bean, and Jayla says that Callie is ruining the night with all her arguing and whatnot. Now, it did seem a little, like I said, out of the ordinary. Like, where is this coming from with Callie? Jelly spoke up, and then Callie just starts throwing shit at her and whatnot. And to be honest, I don't like what happened to Jelly Bean. We saw that she went home this episode, and we'll talk more about that. But it did feel like that these girls preyed on her. It did feel like these girls bullied her because they knew that she wasn't the loudest. She didn't fight like that. You know what I mean? Like, and truth be told, Jelly Bean shouldn't have been there. Let's just be honest. But from Taseki to Callie to who was the other one? It was mainly Taseki and Callie that really just kind of pushed Jelly Bean around a little bit, it seemed, because she wasn't so rah-rah. Do y'all know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into Jelly Bean a little bit here in a second whenever she goes home. But Noo-noo starts up with Anna Mac again, and I'm just like, Noo-noo, baby. First of all, Anna is like 24 years old. Noo-noo, baby, I know you're every bit of 38, 39, 40. All right, a mother. You got a whole 16-year-old. You are arguing with someone that is closer in age to your son than you are, your child, than you are your age. You are arguing with somebody who is literally closer in age than your 16-year-old child than they are closer in age to you. Now, don't get me wrong. regardless of the age, you can get the smoke if you want it, right? But Anna didn't do anything to Noo-noo. And literally, Anna said in this episode, and I have never agreed with Anna so much in my life, but she was right. She was right. You got on this show because of your baby daddy. Now, it's the pot calling the kettle black because Anna, you got on this show. You got on this show allegedly because of your pimp. Do we really want to go there, Anna? You're right about Noo-noo, but it seems like the pot calling the kettle black because neither of you got on the show because you just had great personalities. Neither of you got on the show because of your star power and your star potential. Neither of you got on the show because you worked your ass off to get there. You both got on the show because you laid on your backs. Anybody want to challenge me on that one? We can go toe-to-toe on that one, baby. I mean, seriously. We know Anna Mac is there because she laid on her back for lemon pepper, allegedly. She followed the Baddies South bus around everywhere trying to get on the show. Followed them around everywhere in Baddies, West? Trying to get on the show, sucking and fucking and whatever she can do to get on the show. She finally made it. Okay, so you and Noo-noo are literally one and the same, really. But back to Noo-noo. This is not about Anna Mac at this moment. This is about Noo-noo. Noo-noo, it seems like you got everything in life because of your baby daddy. You got to where you are because of your baby daddy, my love. Like, and someone said this earlier, and it's so true. You are baby mama number 7. You should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed that you're baby mama number 7 and you out here parading it, shouting it from the rooftops. I'm Antonio Brown's baby mama. I'm Antonio Brown's baby mama. And it's like, girl, okay, we get it. But like, I don't know. You would think she was fucking Odell Beckham or, you know, I'm not a big football person, but what are some of these bigger NFL stars' names? You know what I'm saying? Like the way she's saying it, and maybe Antonio Brown is big. I don't know football like that. Y'all tell me. Now Anna says in her confessionals that Noo-noo got on the show because of Antonio Brown. And it feels like Noo-noo is looking for a storyline and a reason to be seen. And that's the way I feel. You know, Anna said that, and I kind of feel it too. It feels like Noo-noo is like, you know what? We're at the end of the season. I'm trying to make my mark. Let me get a storyline. Let me go after Anna. Now, in Noo-noo's defense, I don't know if this is true or not. In her defense, Noo-noo says that production told her to pick a fight with someone. Either someone or Anna. I don't know if she said someone or Anna. But either way, Noo-noo said that production encouraged her to pick a fight, which makes sense. They are at the end of the season. They did need some drama for that scene, right? So I can believe that. However, just because they ask you to do it, Noo-noo does not mean you have to do it. But Noo-noo is trying to get in the house. Noo-noo is trying to make her mark. Right? Now, one thing that Noo-noo said that was interesting to me, she said that Anna has been pregnant, had miscarriages, and had abortions by a bunch of dusty ass dudes. And I was just like, baby, Noo-noo took the gloves off. What's tea? We're not going to get into the miscarriage part because if someone had a miscarriage, I never want to make light of that, whether it's by the love of your life or whether it's by some dusty ass man, right? I don't want to get into that part. But the abortions and pregnancies, what's tea? Has Anna been pregnant a few times? She done had, unless I'm not judging if she's had abortions. That's your business. But I thought it was interesting that Noo-noo put that out there. And you know what? And I'm going to move on from Noo-noo. I've told y'all a little bit before that the guy that I date, the guy that I see played in the NFL, right? 5 years in the NFL. I could not imagine making that my identity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could not imagine everyone that I met. I was like, my boyfriend is so and so. My boyfriend played in the NFL. My boyfriend was this. Like, what? Girl, what? Noo-noo, what is your identity? Do you just want to be known as Antonio Brown's baby mama? I'm sorry, but I have my own. I'm my own person. I have my own thoughts, my own mind. I make my own money. I don't need, it's great. It's great to date somebody that's been in the league, right? Cool. They've got that success. They've been there and they've done that. But don't you want your own? I don't know. It gives me I've lived off this man and the child support he gives me my whole life. Noo-noo could be successful in her own right. However, I don't see it that way. It don't look like that. It don't look like that. Now the replacements are moving in. The replacements are moving in on episode 17 when the show is almost wrapped. Like, they have literally drugged these replacements along the whole season. Like, what was the point, Zeus? What was the point? Y'all should have just had them in the house. A lot of the girls aren't feeling the replacements coming in, other than my girl Rolly. Rolly don't really seem to be fazed by it, and that's how I would be. Look, I got my check. I'm here in the Caribbean. This is a vacation. I don't give a fuck who y'all bringing this bitch. Let's go. Right? Let's go. I'm a star, and I'm getting my money regardless. Okay? We see Gretchen leaving the house. You know, last week Gretchen made the announcement that she was leaving. We didn't need that announcement, as Jayla said, but she made the announcement. And, you know, I really wish that we could have gotten to know Gretchen. I really wish that she wouldn't have came in so hot using the N-word, trying to look so cool and trying to be and be a certain way. I really wished we could have gotten to know her outside of that, because she really didn't seem that bad outside of saying the N-word. But however, my thing is, the moment you let shit like that spew out of your mouth and someone tells you that they're offended by it and they would like for you to stop, and you continue to do it, we could have given her a pass, right? We could have given Gretchen a pass had we told her and she apologized and she moved on. Not a pass to say it, but we could have given her a pass to no longer say, okay, apologize, don't say it, and we move on, right? But Gretchen couldn't do that. Gretchen couldn't do that. She kept saying it. She kept saying. So I had no use for her. I didn't care for her. That her saying the N-word left and right clouded any kind of anything that I saw for her was clouded, because it's just like I'll never be able to see you any other way than that. So I don't care to see Gretchen gone. I don't care about anything she had to say. We won't miss you, Gretchen. Goodbye. Natalie pretty much said in an interview that, because they asked her, why did Gretchen get to stay so long? Why did they not send Gretchen home after everything that she'd said and all the drama she had started? And Natalie pretty much said, well, you answered that question there on your own. She started a lot of drama. Gretchen brought the drama with, the shit she was saying. So they left her on the show. Now, Kiva and Noo-noo, they're on the van, and they are headed to the house, right? They're in the van, and they are headed to the house. We're down to replacements now. J.O. had to go home because of Meatball, because of pork chop, if y'all remember that. If you don't know that, go back and watch I did a video on it. Go back and watch it. So we're down to Kiva and Noo-noo, because we find out in the van that Jelly Bean has decided to leave the show. And I think that was what is best for her. I think it started to take a toll on her mental health. And this show is obviously not for her. It's like, girl, what did you expect, Jelly Bean? I'm just confused on why you would even show up to audition for this show when you know what this show is about. It's giving, I just wanted to be famous. It's giving, I just wanted to be famous. I need something to do for my summer. I wanted to go on a free vacation. Because why would you show up? You are not made for reality TV. And this is why I always say, we need receptionists. We need CNAs. We need veterinarians. We need people to work at the drive-thrus. You know what I'm saying? That's no shade, but everybody can't be a rapper or a reality star or whatever. And Jelly Bean is a prime example of Zeus making poor casting decisions. She should have never made it past the audition process. I could have told y'all that. I said it at the auditions when we recapped it. Jelly Bean brought nothing. She brought nothing. We see her say in her confessional that she struggles with anxiety. Or she said she struggles with, I think she said she struggles with extreme anxiety. And it's like, sis, if you know you struggle with stuff like anxiety, why would you put yourself in an anxiety filled situation? Make it make sense. She was too nice for the show. She was too nice for the show, and I didn't know. I don't know. I didn't understand her being there. I felt sorry for her in a lot of the seasons. I feel like they did her wrong, in some ways, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I feel like that could have been a spot for somebody else that was actually entertaining. You remember Heaven Marina? Heaven Marina would have been great to stay over you. Now, we know last week when the replacements showed up, Kiva, brought up that she was hurt by Tasiki and Scotty, and her feelings were hurt and all this. And remember, they were like, why are your feelings hurt? We barely know you. Like, what are you talking about? Remember? Well, Kiva explains in this episode the reason why she was upset with Scotty and Tasiki was because at Lemon Pepper's birthday party, when she fought Tinkerbella, she heard Scotty and Tasiki say that Kiva was very aggressive. So that's why she says that her feelings were hurt by them. I don't think Kiva really gave a fuck like that. I think just like Noo-noo, both of them came in there with an agenda. Noo-noo and Kiva came in with an agenda, and that was to make themselves stand out. And listen, I'm not blaming them at this point. You need content, right? They're trying to do something to make themselves stand out. If they didn't say anything, we would call them boring. So I'm gonna give Kiva and Noo-noo a pass on this one. They're trying to make their mark. They're trying to be seen. I don't like the way they went about it, but I guess they really had no other options. What else were they supposed to do to make themselves known? It would be hard being on a cast of like 20 people, and you've got to make yourself stand out, If you want to, until you got to think about it, these girls are also thinking about future opportunities. They've got people in their ear, oh, if you do well, we'll give you a spinoff. If you do well, we'll bring you back to Baddies Midwest. So everybody's like got in their head about the future, how they can secure their spot, the money, all that. Now, my thing is, how are they going to allow the replacements to move in the house and there's not enough beds? There's not enough rooms. There's not enough beds. And then it clicked in my head. Oh, this is all a setup by production. It's the end of the season. What can we do for some drama? Let's bring the replacements in. We know that they don't have anywhere to sleep. We know that there's not enough room in the house. Let's bring them in and see what happens. Pretty much. That's what happened, right? Now, as the girls come in to find their rooms, all the other girls come out. Obviously the girls are not happy to see the replacements. Most of them, right? They don't want them there. And, well, before we get to that, because we got to talk about this scene with Tinkerbella and Meatball. Because there was a moment, y'all know, when they were out there on the beach, and it was Tinkerbella, Meatball, Scotty, and Biggie. They were talking about Anna versus Noo-noo, right? They were talking about Anna versus Noo-noo. And Biggie, trying to defend Anna, says, I may not be the best fighter, but a bitch is gonna get smacked. Who is scared of you, ho? Nobody is scared of you, Biggie. You're a big Biggie joke. That's what you are. And you keep all this same energy that you've got in your confessionals and in separate scenes. Keep that energy at the reunion. Because I hope they motherfucking make your head spin, Biggie. I hope somebody knocks you out so fucking hard that your head turns like the Exorcist. Because you talk so much fucking shit when a lot of these girls ain't around. And then you play victim when they clock you upside your motherfucking head. Where is Jayla when you need her? Jayla! Come get this hoe. Who the fuck are you talking about? You may not be the best fighter, but a bitch is gonna get smacked. Please smack Noo-noo. I would love for you to smack Noo-noo. I would love for you to. You barbarian. Just sit down, Biggie. Like, you're a fucking joke. And I do not understand why they bring this girl back season after season after season. She is so insecure with herself. Biggie is one of the most insecure females I think I've ever seen on television. Literally. Now, they're out there on the beach. Tinkerbella, Meatball, Scotty, and Biggie. And Tinka tells Meatball, you know, I got some stuff I want to talk to you about that's been weighing on me. And Meatball will not even let her get it out of her mouth. Meatball will not even let Tinkerbella say what she's got to say to her. She won't let her have a simple conversation. She will not hear her out because she starts saying, I don't want to hear it. No, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. I'm like, what is wrong with this girl? What is wrong with this girl? Now, Pork Chop, aka Meatball, Pork Chop says that she thinks that Tinkerbella thinks she's better than her. And that since Tinkerbella got on TV, she thinks she's better now. And I don't see it that way. Maybe something happened off camera that we didn't see. But I've never seen a scene or an instance this season where Tinkerbella thought she was better than Pork Chop. I don't see it that way. I see it as Pork Chop being a hater-ass bitch. There are people in your life, whether they're your friends, your family, acquaintances, co-workers, boyfriends, girlfriends, there are people in your life who do not want to see you succeed. Or if you do succeed, they don't want to see you get any more successful than them. When you start getting a little bit higher up and doing well for yourself and elevating and getting that good job, getting that house you've always wanted, getting that dream car, you're traveling, it makes people mad. It makes them bitter. It's something on the inside that they're like, well, why not me? I've experienced that in my own life, right? I've experienced that in my own life where things are going great for me and I'm traveling and I'm having a great time and I'm making money. And it pisses people off because they're like, well, what about him? Why is she making it? In this instance, I'm referring to Meatball and Tinkerbella. Meatball sees that Tinkerbella is becoming a fan favorite. Meatball sees that Tinkerbella's got the bigger personality. She got the baddie chain. Natalie's got her all around, right? And Pork Chop, she can't stand it. Pork Chop is sitting back like, well, why not me? I'm the viral sensation. I'm the one who went viral. Why not me? They picked me. I didn't have to audition. Why not me? She is so salty. And now she wants to say that Tinka has changed. I've said a lot about Tinkerbella recapping this season. I've had a lot to say about her. But one thing that I can say about Tinkerbella, she may be loud, in your face, obnoxious. She does the most. I don't care for her, right? But she stayed consistent. She may have been obnoxious and in your face this whole time, but she's been obnoxious and in your face the entire time. I don't see her as changed. Do y'all? Is there something that I'm missing here? It's the same Tinkerbella that I saw at the auditions. Now, we see Tinkerbella and Pork Chop in each other's faces. Like, it was so bad that I thought they were going to fight. I thought they were going to scrap. And the simple fact that they did not swing on one another kind of showed me that there is something there between those two. I don't think that they're sisters. I don't. But I do think that they were close back in Philly. They're both from Philly. I think they were really good friends. And they didn't want to hit one another because the way Tinkerbella was in Porkchop's face, calling her every bitch, fuck you, bitch. Like, the only way I would have been able to constrain myself would have had to have been like a best friend, a brother, someone that was close to me, right? Because anybody else, you would have got clocked so hard, so fast. Because they were like, bitch, 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 bitch. I mean, you could. They were spitting on one another. Tinkerbella looks cute in that pink, though. I thought she looked so cute out there on the beach in her ensemble. And speaking of looking very pretty, Meatball, pork chop in her confessional, I was shocked. That was probably the best I have seen her ever. She had the purple hair. She had the contact. I don't like pork chop, but I thought she cleaned up very nice. Like, pork chop, why can't you start? I get it if you're not girly. You don't have to do the glam hair, makeup all the time. But look a little bit more presentable. Stop looking like you just rolled out of bed, sis. Whoever done her up in that confessional, they did wonders with that. They did wonders with that right there. I'm telling you. I was shocked when I saw her pop up in that confessional with the contacts and the purple hair. She looked good. But no matter how good you look on the outside, sis, it's what in here that matters. And in there, maybe love, pork chop on the inside, you got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of work to do. Now the baddie chain thing, the whole thing about Tinkerbella getting a baddie chain gets brought up. And Porkchop says, I congratulated you on that. And it's like, no, you didn't. And if you did, we didn't see it. It wasn't on camera. But from what we saw as the viewers, when Tinkerbella got her baddie chain, you were salty as fuck. You were very salty. And my thing is, why are they so pressed over this chain? Who cares? I told y'all that chain probably turned y'all's neck green. That's why they ain't like, come on now. Like, I don't understand why everybody is so up in arms over this baddie chain. Mainly Porkchop, okay? I don't mean to say everybody's up in arms, but mainly Porkchop. I just want Tinkerbella to realize, and I think she did this episode. I think she realized at this episode that this girl, Porkchop, is not your friend. She's not your sister. She's nothing of loyalty to you, Tinkerbella. So I hope that after Baddies Caribbean, you went your separate ways, okay? Now, as I'm watching, I'm like, this has to stem more from something else other than a baddie chain or Porkchop thinking that Tinkerbella has changed. It has to stem from more. And we found out what it was. If you keep watching, you'll realize that this all stems from jealousy. Porkchop is so pissed at her friend that they both went on this show together, and her friend is making more waves than her. Her friend is becoming more popular than her, and Porkchop does not like that. Now, I do wish that sometimes Tinkerbella would take it down a little bit, because during this argument with Porkchop, she's on 10 the entire time. And it's like, anytime we see her, she's on 10. And it's like, sis, I get that may be who you are, but you've got to sometimes bring it on down. Because your point gets lost in all this rah, 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 this hollering and screaming. It's like when Tinka gets around a camera, she just lights up. Just does the mic. Like, it's too over dramatic. It's the theatrics for me. The only thing you were missing, Tinkerbella, was a script to read from, because you were giving Days of Our Lives, Young and the Restless. Oh my God, girl, please cuss this hoe out and move on. Now, when Meatball was talking to Biggie, she gave herself away as to why she's really upset with Tinka. Meatball is explaining to Biggie, and she says, quote, I feel like everything Tinka has done for me is to say, look what I got, and look what you don't got. Are you following me? This is what Meatball said. I feel like everything Tinkerbella has done for me is to say, look what I got and look what you don't got. When are we both ever going to have this shit? When was you ever going to leave Philly and say, I'm bringing my sister because she deserves this shit? Ooh, that was so telling for me. That was so telling for me. And if I was Tinkerbella when I saw that, it would tell me everything I needed to know. It would tell me everything I needed to know. Let me read it again for y'all. Listen to what I say and tell me you wouldn't feel some type of way if you saw this. Pork Chop, aka Meatball, says she told Biggie this, quote, I feel like everything Tinkerbella has done for me is to say, look what I got and look what you don't. When are we both ever going to have this shit? When was you ever going to leave Philly and say, I'm bringing my sister because she deserves this shit? Bitch. Meatball thought she deserved a meal ticket. That's what it boils down to. Meatball, it all boils down to jealousy. Y'all have to remember these two girls came from Philly together on the come up. It's all about envy. Now here's the thing. From what I gathered from listening to them, it seemed like Tinka and Meatball, they've been best friends forever, sisters, whatever. Tinkerbella moved to Miami. From what I'm gathering from this. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Tinkerbella moved to Miami. And Meatball feels like Tinka moved and didn't bring her with her. And didn't bring her with her and put her on. And apparently, from what I'm gathering from it, is not only did Tinkerbella move to Miami, Tinka, was doing well for herself. She's got a nice home. She's got a nice car. And Meatball is sitting back like, well, what about me? You're not going to take me to Miami? What about me? This is what I'm gathering from what I heard them talking about tonight. And we heard at one point, Meatball said that Tinkerbella flew her to Miami for I guess to stay with her for a few nights or whatever. And Meatball was upset because she said, and you left me so and so for 11, 12 hours. And it's like, okay, from what I get from it, it really seems like you would think that these two are fucking. What loyalty does Tinkerbella owe you, Meatball? What are you talking about, sis? She does not owe you a trip to Miami. She does not owe you to pay your bills and bring you to Miami with her and buy you shit and put you on. She don't owe you anything, baby. And this is why I said earlier, you can't take everyone with you in life, right? You can't take everybody with you to the top because everybody is not going to be happy for you. And Meatball gives me the vibes that she's a leech, that she's a user. I get all those vibes from her. Okay, let's move on from the Tinkerbella and the Meatball of it all. Because the replacements come into the house on go. They get to the house. They're ready. They're like, what's up, bitches? We here. Yada, yada, yada. They know what time it is. They ready to fight, right? They know that even if they came into this house on peace, even if the girls went into the house on peace, and even if the OGs were feeling peace, the producers are going to make sure somebody fights, right? So they get in there, and Anna tells Noo-noo. Anna comes out, and she tells Noo-noo that there's no rooms for them to lay down. There's nowhere for them to sleep. Get out, right? And like I told y'all earlier, I think production did this, obviously. Now, it's the end of the season. Let's bring the replacements in. Let's get the shit started. While there are no rooms or beds left, let's watch them fight. Now, here we go again with this stupid ass whiny little bitch, Pork Chop. What the fuck was wrong with her? When the replacements come in, Pork Chop is upstairs going off acting a fool. Y'all saw her, right? Bring them all in. Bring them in here. Bring them in. Come on. Bring them in. Bring them in right now. What the fuck? This bitch done lost it. Did she think J.O. was there? Did Pork Chop think that they brought J.O. in? Because why was she responding that way? Because we know every time that the replacements got brought up, that they were coming in, Meatball was like pissed. She was pissed because she knew that J.O. was going to mop that ass up. Meatball, Pork Chop knew that J.O. was going to drag that ass like she did earlier on in the season. I think that's why Meatball acted a fool. But didn't she not know that J.O. went home? I don't know. Pork Chop is a joke. Pork Chop is a fucking joke. And if they bring her back next season, oh my God. If they bring that thing back next season. Whew, Jesus, take the wheel. Now, Rolly says that she loves the new girls and she don't understand why everything is so deep. And I'm like, right, exactly, Rolly. But we know why everything is so deep. Batteries are being put in backs. That's why. Now, I see that Anna Mac is still wearing this Rick James wig that she's been wearing for 2 seasons now. Anna, please take that dry ass wig off your head. She's alright. That girl's alright with me. Yeah. Every time I see her, I think of that. She's alright. That girl's alright with me. Yeah. It's Rick James, bitch. Shit almost. That's what I get. Oh. I can ride it while you slip it and slide it. I can do all them little tricks and put the dick up inside it. Now, another example tonight of Biggie trying to be gangsta in her confessionals, you know, talking all this Cash Money shit because everybody's arguing, right? And they're in like the kitchen bar area. And Biggie says, if one of these drinks hit me, it's going to be a real problem, bro. If one of these drinks hit me, it's going to be a real problem. Ho, you ain't going to do shit. How about that? You're not going to do shit, Biggie. That's all you do is yap, 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 yap. And listen. When Jayla did that shit to Biggie earlier in the season, I felt bad for her. But let me tell y'all something. When somebody come on this show and they drag Biggie from sun up to sundown and beat her black and blue, I'm not going to say a word. I'm not defending it. I don't give a shit. I don't care if they jump on you, Biggie. I do not give a fuck if they jump on you and stomp. And do the motherfucking A-Town stomp on that ass. Because it's people like you, my love. It's people like you, my love. Got so much to fucking say when nobody's around. And then when you get in front of them, I didn't say that. What are you talking about, bro? I didn't say that. Get your ass out of my motherfucking face. Now, keep in mind, y'all, this is all for entertainment purposes only. Please do not take things so serious, because somebody will come in the comments talking about, oh, you encouraging violence on women. We're talking about baddies here, okay? Okay. Now, what did y'all think about Natalie and that green Halloween-looking hair she had? Like, it seems like Natalie's trying to emulate a lot of Stunna Girls hairstyles. I'm sorry, I know I've said that before, but I'm going to continue to say it. It seems like she's trying to be like Stunna Girl, but I didn't like that Marge Simpson green. I just didn't like it. Now, I want somebody to tell me, how come every time it's time for Anna Mac to fight, she weasels her way out of it? Every time it's time for Anna Mac to catch a fade, she gets out of it. Security protects her. Diamond the Body or somebody wants to fight her battles for her. Tasiki is like, no, we're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that, bro. We're this different weight classes. Every time I'm starting to think I'm really starting to think that Lemon Pepper has made it very clear, the same way that they said the Claremont twins and Aubrey O'Day are not to be touched. I'm starting to think that Lemon Pepper has made the same exception for Anna Mac. Nobody is allowed to touch her. And they're trying to use this excuse that, oh, she's injured reserved. She's got a broke jaw. Y'all, if y'all don't miss me with that bullshit, that girl ain't got no damn broke jaw. And if she did, you wouldn't be on a show. Your doctor would tell you, don't put yourself in that situation where people are fighting every day. Get away from it. She wouldn't be there. Ain't nothing wrong with that girl's jaw. Her boyfriend, alleged pimp, her alleged sugar daddy, Lemon Pepper, is making sure that she's protected. And nobody's going to tell me otherwise. Because we see Diamond the Body wants to step up and fight Anna Mac's battles for her. Don't know why. All of a sudden, Diamond wants to be Big Mama Don and step in. Now, I see what Diamond's doing because Diamond actually is very strategic. She's smart. She knows how to play this reality TV game. She knows when to speak up. She knows when to swing. Diamond the Body, if you think about it, has carried a lot of this season on her back. I'm going to keep it real with you. She has. Let's be real. Diamond has been in every single episode and has been the central focus of something. But I didn't like how she had to fight Anna Mac's battle for her. Let Anna Mac fight her motherfucking self. Let that motherfucking mouth cash that check that you've been writing day after day after day after day, episode after episode after episode. Because if you can't fight, sis, then you need to shut the fuck up and sit down and stop running your trap. Now, I loved the moment between Diamond the Body and Noo-noo. When Diamond the Body clocked Noo-noo, right? Diamond the Body got Noo-noo. And then we see Diamond the Body turn around and go over there and dapping up Anna Mac and all of them, only for her to let her guard down. And Noo-noo come back and whop, clock that bitch right back. That was the moment I needed from Noo-noo. That was the moment I needed from Noo-noo. I said, do I stand, Noo-noo? Noo-noo, I take back everything I said about you earlier. I take back everything I said about you earlier, Noo-noo. Because I like that. I like that. Noo-noo said, watch this. Boosh. But then, you cracked Diamond, Noo-noo, but then you're going to let your guard down. You let your guard down and you let her get you back again. You let her crack you back, Noo-noo. And then somehow all roads lead back to this desperate, thirsty, low self-esteem having ass, no good, musty goat named Biggie. Okay? Because that's what she is. Oh, musty, nasty goat. That's what she look like to me. Biggie, if you don't learn to sit down and stay out of people's beefs, like, seriously, go back and watch that scene. Biggie is like just trying to get involved in any way that she can. And she's so hell-bent on having Anna Mac's back. Like, girl, are you eating Anna's pussy too? Is Anna eating yours? Like, sit down, Biggie. Like, really, somebody needs to clock you. Somebody needs to clock you, Biggie, because you do too much. You do way too much. I cannot wait for Jayla or somebody. Where is Stunna Girl? Stunna Girl, Jayla, anybody to come and beat you into smithereens, girl, because you just doing too much. So, Noo-noo got her lick back, only for Diamond the Body to get her lick back on Noo-noo. But now, Noo-noo, you got to get your lick back again. You got to get your lick back again, sis. But I will say, did y'all notice how something has bit? I think a mosquito bit me this weekend because I'm itching. Yep, right there. And right there. I got 2 mosquito bites. Ugh. Kiva had Noo-noo's back because as soon as Diamond the Body ran up to crack Noo-noo again, Kiva said, "Nah, bitch." I'm like, okay. Look at the girls teaming up. Look at Kiva having Noo-noo's back. But I guess they had to have each other's back because if they didn't, whose back were they going to have other than themselves, right? Now, what happened to Anna not being able to fight, but all of a sudden she's throwing shoes and shit? Now, see, this is the same shit she did with Rolly. That I don't fuck with this girl. I don't. Because if you can throw shoes, throw shit at people, jump people, get in the motherfucking paint one-on-one, ho. You little grimy prostitute. I'm talking to you, Anna. You little grimy sex worker, you. You so motherfucking tough. And you want to throw shit when you got security in front of you. You want to jump on bitches. Get in the motherfucking paint one-on-one, no security. You will be fucked in the streets, Anna. You would be fucked in the streets. I can't. These girls are punk pussy ass bitches. Like, they really are. They can't hold their own for shit. Especially in the streets. You hoes couldn't hold your own to save your motherfucking life. Especially Rick James and the tuba player. And y'all know exactly who I'm talking about when I say Rick James and the tuba player. Anna Mac and Piggy. Okay? I wasn't shocked, but I was shocked that they're at the end. When Kiva is on the floor, when Diamond the Body has Kiva on the floor, Anna Mac jumps in. And it was so bad, y'all, that you can hear all the baddies saying, "Anna, no, no, no." She's not a good person, y'all. That girl is not a good person. Anna Mac is not a good person. She would sell her own mother out. If she had a child, she would give up her own child for fame and fortune. Anna Mac is the type of girl that would put something in your drink and let her boyfriend rapeu and would laugh about it. Anna Mac is the type of girl who would set you up. Anna Mac is the type that if you got pulled over and there was drugs in the car, she's going to tell on everybody. Anna Mac is the type that she's an informant. She would wear a wire. She would wear a wire and go in and get people set up. Y'all, I'm telling you, I know these type of girls when I see them. And Anna Mac is one of those girls that she has nothing to lose and she will risk it all, okay? She will risk it all. She don't care. She's vile. She's disgusting. She's my least favorite baddie ever. I don't know. There's just like this dark energy around her. I can't explain it. We'll see the aftermath of that play out next week on episode 18. And also on episode 18, Bianca Bonnie is back. Bianca comes back. And I'm like, why? This is the 3rd time y'all have brought her back to show up to start some shit for a scene. It's like y'all got 20 girls. Do y'all not have enough girls, like enough drama to like, come on, we can do something else. Why is Bianca here? I don't get it. Either come on the show and stay here or go the fuck home. You know, they'll bring her on set, then they'll send her back to the hotel. Then they'll bring her back on set to start some drama, then they'll send her back to the hotel. Let's bring her back again. Like, no, Bianca can go. We've seen all that we need to see from Bianca. I don't get her popping up every 5 seconds like she's some fucking special guest. What do y'all think about that? Are y'all excited to see Bianca come back? I mean, ever since Diamond the Body snuck Bianca and clocked her upside the fucking head, Bianca wasn't the same. She left after that, and I kind of don't blame her. I mean, I'd probably be pissed too if somebody clocked me right here. Oh my God. Anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on episode 17. Get in the comment section and let me know whose side are you on. Are you team Noo-noo or team Anna Mac? Team Diamond the Body or team Kiva and Noo-noo? Or let me say this, team Anna Mac and Diamond the Body or team Replacements? Which team are you on when it comes to that? Let me know. And what do y'all think about Biggie this episode? Biggie was trying to be hard, be gangsta. You would have thought that Biggie was the best fighter in the house the way that she was talking. What did y'all think about all of that? And let me know what you think about Gretchen and Jelly Bean going home. Will they be missed? Leave me. Oh, I did want to add that next week's video will be a little late. Next week's Baddies Caribbean will probably come out like on a Wednesday or a Thursday. Maybe I can get it uploaded early. I am flying back to Miami this Saturday, so I will be busy up until Wednesday. But maybe I can watch Sunday night and recap it late that night. I don't know. We'll see. Don't forget to subscribe to the Damien After Dark channel and click that thumbs up button to like this video. I really, 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 really appreciate it. If you want to donate, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate. I thank you guys so much. Please be mindful that if you leave a super chat, YouTube will take 50% of the money that you guys tip to us creators, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. See you.